Hello everyone, and for this tutorial we're going to create an arcade shooter game. But I decided to change up how I'm going to do tutorials just a bit, just for this series. And I would like to start out by just planning out how the game is going to work. So we're going to have like a spaceship guy, and we want him to fly through some sort of cave-like structure with these walls that you know, really just a matter of maneuvering past the walls and maybe having some collectibles along the way and some sort of obstacles, like maybe there's a laser up ahead and before that there's a switch or something that you gotta shoot, and then it'll shut off the laser, but if you don't shoot the switch then you'll lose a life. Yeah, and I want the score to be based off your distance. So we're just going to have distance and then some number. And then the ship will be able to shoot lasers, but only a limited number of them will be on the screen. Maybe one or two. Probably two or three. We'll figure it out. And then as for the cave, I'm thinking of creating different segments. The way we're going to do cave generation is having different segments of the cave. Like maybe one that goes like this, and then we'll have another box that splits into two different paths with an upper path and lower, and another with the lower path and then the upper path. Maybe one has a laser and a switch, and then while the lower path is perfectly safe, only you got, I don't know, a collectible or something. And the way the game is going to work is that it's going to slowly speed up. So as you're progressing through the cave, your ship will speed up and it'll be a bit harder to dodge all the obstacles because things will get a bit more crazy as the cave progresses. And as for the cave walls, I was thinking of creating just different, having rectangular shapes, so something along the lines of this, that we just stack along each other in order to create our cave. We can even create different GIMP files in order to represent different parts of our cave, and then just later in Unity we use them in order to create our scene. Let's think about what we want our collectibles to do. We could make it so if you get enough of these like coin things, I'll just draw a generic coin for now. If you get enough coins, or whatever we decide them to be, you'll be able to get another life. So you start out with a limited number of lives, you lose them all, you die and get a game over. But if you get enough coins, you get a new life. And then we'll just have lives, maybe we'll just do the ship and just have it repeated however many. Yeah, we'll have different icons for the ship. Every one would represent one life. So I would like to just spend some time off camera just creating a sketch for how I want the game to look like. So I'll be right back. So here's how I want the final project to look like. We're going to have our ship. It's going to just be a side scroller going through these caves. I do want to do purple, just some sort of color that easily stands out and won't blend in with the lasers. We're going to have switches, and I want them to be the same color as the laser. That way it's really clear which gets activated, or deactivated I should say. And as we develop the game, we're going to we could add some special stuff like, I don't know, motion sensor bombs or something. Maybe even enemy ships that will just trail you if you, yeah, maybe the camera will move to the left a bit, and then you'll see some sort of enemy ship that will be colored red, because red is going to signify the enemy. And then maybe it shoots its own lasers at you, so you got to outrun them. Actually, it would be better to have them in front of you, going backwards, but we'll figure it out. So now we have our plan for what we want to do with our game. In the next episode, I just want to get the ship moving how I want it to. And I really just want it to go up and down. I may have it move forward and backwards. That way, if you accidentally start going the wrong way, you can easily turn back. But it really depends on how difficult I want the game to be, because I want to replicate classic arcade games, which were pretty difficult, and partly because they wanted to suck every last quarter out of you, but also because they were heavily reliant on skill. So maybe we'll have it so if you crash into a wall, you lose life. If you crash into a laser or get blown up, you lose a life. We'll make it so it's kind of difficult to get to the lives. And if you want to see certain elements added into the game, like high score thing being added, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see if that is something I could add during this tutorial. But that wraps it up for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you are looking forward to the product, to this game that we're making. If you have any suggestions or questions, please let me know. Until then, I am just going to import the sprites into Unity, and on the next time, as I said before, we're going to get the camera scrolling how we want it to, and the player to move around the scene as we think as it should. Anyway, that's all. Goodbye.